A more convenient way to travel between big cities is already in the works along the Front Range. The Front Range Passenger Railway was first proposed by the Colorado State Legislature in 2021. The main route would connect Pueblo, Colorado Springs, Denver, and Fort Collins, with potential extensions to Cheyenne and Albuquerque. The estimated total price tag between $7.8 and $14.2 billion. The project will rely on federal funding, state sales tax revenue, and other funding sources. The first phase of the rail, which is between Denver and Fort Collins, is expected to be complete by 2029. Officials hope to have the entire project completed by 2045.
A new kind of travel along the Front Range. I'm Noah Kaplan with News 5 in Colorado Springs. And a little over a year ago, Senate Bill 184 passed, mandating, among other things, that the Front Range Passenger Rail implement a rail service in Colorado no later than 2029. Earlier this spring, FRPR came out with an online open house in an attempt to gain feedback from potential future riders. In fact, I'm standing in front of where the Colorado Springs stop along that train line would be. So with all this in mind, how on track is this project, and would people here in Colorado Springs be all aboard?
Looking to see how we can work together with our partners to initiate passenger rail service as a pilot phase.
And you have to have that in place by 2029?
That's the legislative direction.
Okay. What happens if it's not in place by 2029?
We keep working together and seeing when we can initiate service as soon as possible.
Available online through June 15th, the public can now review plans for the Front Range Passenger Rail's future and weigh in.
Colorado Springs was a proactive partner. In 2022, adopted a station plan.
Interim Director Chrissy Bright says the project's future ultimately lies in the hands of voters across 13 Colorado counties.
We are a local taxing district throughout the state, so it's getting the voters in the district to pass the tax.
That's right. In order for a passenger rail service to span the Front Range, every county the line would pass through would need voters to approve of the tax district. Voters here, like Melanie,
I would support it because we need to reduce the number of vehicles that are driving on I-25.
saying even if it was a handful of times, those trips not in the car would be worth it.
I have to go up to Denver for a meeting once a month, so I would use that for my work.
Others, like Heather, curious how reliable it would be.
I think it would have to know how much the sales increase would be, and I mean, I definitely would be willing if it would be beneficial.
We know by the growing traffic on I-25 that we have significant commuters.
Chelsea Gondek with the Springs Downtown Partnership says her organization stands behind the project.
So we want downtown to be the heart of our city.
Bright says the goal is to have service down to the Springs and possibly Pueblo within the next decade. In Colorado Springs, Noah Kaplan, News 5.